Chris is rocking some cool kicks.
That is interesting that I do have cool shoes.
That
and I
is
think that's probably a really good
Yeah,
place
that's
to
a
leave the
good
season.
end.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Other Show. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Chris.
And we are here talking about the finale of The Other Two with Case, Helena, and Drew. Hi, you guys.
Hello.
The season's over.
We
it.
made
The
it.
whole season's over.
The whole season. I can't believe it.
You said this was gonna be more subtle.
I did, and it is.
He is wearing a literal birdcage full of birds.
But not real birds.
It was actually really fun to come to work and see what you were going to be wearing
Yeah, you're
every
like, oh, I'm
episode
excited
because
for
you
work,
had
yeah.
some amazing wardrobe.
Yeah, it was cool. A couple days before we did all the costumes, they bring all the costumes to my house and I tried them all on and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Jill Bream did costumes and is incredible and does costumes at SNL too. And then sometimes she would show us something and we were like, I don't know, what? And then she's like, trust me, when it's on him, it will be correct. And it always was.
My favorite was the Versace look
Yeah.
with like all the gold
yeah.
Episode
chains.
8 and like the crazy jacket on the plane.
At the club,
Yeah.
yeah. The birdcage outfit was funny too. I
was
didn't know what
great.
to expect for that. They were like, you're gonna wear a birdcage. And I'm like, what?
And now, performing live for the first time ever, give it up for Chase Dreams.
Whoever does that VMA VO is
The
like,
Yeah, the woman who does the...
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
the
actual woman
and
did it?
now, you
It was
know,
Cary
was
and Brooke
so
Dubek.
good. It like
Yeah.
feels very real.
Yeah,
She was great.
we did it with her and she did like a couple and then she was like, any notes? And we were like, no, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Dance until we stink. Ain't a party till you reek. So dance until you stink.
This episode was Chase's big performance.
Yep.
We went to the studio with Case and recorded that song and then tweaked it.
Yep, and then we tweaked it a little bit.
I know, it was
How
very
was-
weird to be like, we need you to sound bad, but not comedy bad, believable bad.
Yeah,
So
it
you
can't be
had
like a
to-
goofy bad. It can't be like it's obvious you're missing notes. It has to be like natural a little
Yeah,
bit.
so we had to record it and have you kind of miss
Yep,
notes.
kind
and
of
then
miss notes.
Try somewhere you'd
push
sing
a
it
little bit.
well, and then
Yep.
we would mess it up.
Yep.
Was that
Yeah.
bizarre to do?
It was, when I went in there, I didn't really know what to expect, but I was like, okay, because I've seen people like in real life, you know, mess up on award shows.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's still good, but it's like, nah, that wasn't right. It wasn't, in my opinion, when I was in there, I was like, oh, it's not that hard to do, but it was weird
Yeah.
to do. It wasn't hard, it was just weird, you know?
Yeah, we wanted it to be just almost
Subtle.
imperceptibly off.
Yeah.
It'd be like if Chris or I performed on it.
Yeah.
No way, I would be way worse. Are you kidding? I don't even have
could
anything
do
to
it.
start with.
What's Twitter saying?
That we're f***ed. Every tweet is bad. God, the Burger King account is like ripping him apart.
My son is a good singer, okay? He just doesn't have an ear for music. So what?
Have either of you guys like biffed it so hard live or anything?
I have. I did Wicked on the Road and a couple of times like went up on my line in front of like barn houses with like
that's especially
4,000
crazy because then you've
people.
done that show 1,000 times and you're like, how can I
Well,
randomly...
if you've done a show 1,000 times, you start to like, while you're doing it, your brain can go so many different
Yeah.
places because you've said those words so many times
Yeah.
that you're thinking about something else, and then you're like, oh my God, I forgot about Helena on Earth. She needs to remember what's coming out of her face.
That's trippy.
And then if you start to be like, I've done this so many times, I wonder what would happen if I forgot it. What would happen if I forgot it? What would happen if I forgot it? And then you're like, gah.
I haven't like really acted since college, like every gay person, but I still have dreams to this day of like going up on a line. Have you biffed it hard?
Yes, yes.
And that's the end of that answer?
That's it. Many times, still happening. All of my YouTube videos are biffs.
Oh, what do you think Mom's career news was?
Who knows?
We were trying to figure out how to end this season for
Yeah.
a while, and we were curious about like how to keep the premise of the other two, you feeling like the others. So we came up with the idea that Molly would be famous now, that Pat, the mom, would, you kind of slowly but surely you see like, oh, it makes sense. Like she has been taking advantage of all these opportunities.
I loved that teaser at the end. I would watch Pat, especially because it's like
I
Molly
would- I
just
would
being
do-
Molly
yeah,
as
I would-
usual. I was like, yeah,
do
I'd
think
watch
It's
that.
like real and
Molly
awesome.
should
Yeah.
have a talk show.
Molly,
Yeah.
and I was like, why isn't this a real thing? Like, let's make this a real
let's do
thing.
this.
I'm glad you're all here because I've been thinking and I have a big announcement. All this singing stuff has been really cool, but this fall, I'm gonna go to college.
What?
In this episode, you two become even more connected to Chase, and you hold their future in your
Yeah.
hands, and you don't know it.
Yeah, you don't know that she's your manager and that he's your co-star.
Well, I'm so innocent.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Oh, like their whole lives are depending on
Yeah.
me? What?
We think it's interesting moving forward if he has said he doesn't want to do this anymore, and if the family makes him, or doesn't make him, or like you guys all need him in a way now, where that is tricky, where it's like that was never your intention going into, but I don't know, that kind of stuff is interesting.
And then I don't want to do this stuff, but they're kind of like, no, you have to.
Yeah,
Please just do this one thing for us. Like,
that
stuff
you're
like
the
that.
breadwinner, you're the like, you are the reason that everyone has the things they have accidentally.
That's one of the reasons we had you be like, Brooke and I will always listen to you. Because it does set up this premise that he's your little brother and you guys will listen to him. And then immediately that's tested.
I wonder if they'll rise to the occasion.
We'll see.
Or be garbage people.
I'm a winner.